What's good, y'all? You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Lil HAYZE on it. And I'm back. Yo, hey, man, boy, it's been a minute, dog. Hey, where y'all been at, bro? I know y'all know where I've been at, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is by the title of this, man. You know what I'm saying? What happened to HAYZE, man? Where you went at, bro? They went ghost again? Nah, bro. I had a legit reason this time, though. I ain't gonna lie. So that's what we here for, man. Today, for the sit down, for to tell y'all what went down for the last few weeks, man. And yeah. So basically, like, I don't even want to know where to start really, but like, it was a Friday. I'm gonna start on a Friday. Last time I had worked, um, I work at Walmart. Walmart security on the side, but like, I be working catching bad guys, whatever, doing my thing, and my legs start hurting out of nowhere. But like, I don't really like know what's going on because I got all this adrenaline in me. I really can't feel it until it's all over, and then like all that pain and all that just start crashing down on my legs, and I had to sit out. I was like, dang, bro, what's going on? I'm just ignoring the signs and everything. But that weekend, I started picking up some other stuff. Like, I started throwing up. I started having other symptoms. Like, I was actually getting sick. Thought I was getting COVID. So my mom, she works at a clinic, and so I go to her for like all my health advice or whatever. She told me I make an appointment. I made an appointment, and they was talking about, yeah, it could be corona, or you could have this thing called a rhinovirus. And I didn't know what that was. I had to look it up. And I guess basically like, you got muscle fatigue, and then like you running out of breath when you walking. Like, that's not normal. Like, what the hell? Who runs out of breath when you walking, bro? I'm not that big, bro. Hey, come on now. But nah, so like I was like, okay. Yeah, cause like I was really struggling, like walking. Like my back would be hurting, be running out of breath so easily. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't do much at all. So after that, my mom was just like, just come home and we gonna figure this thing out together, whatever. So I'm literally dragging myself to the car and getting home. My dad had to take me home. So we went to my parents' house. I stayed there for a week. I had to call out, so I couldn't work for the week. So during that whole week, it was bad. It was bad, especially at night. I couldn't sleep. I was losing sleep. I'd be getting hot at night, you know what I'm saying? It was just abnormal. I couldn't eat a lot. I was going through it. Like, everything was just hurting. And next thing you know, I had to schedule for another appointment because I just kept having problems. Like, I kept falling out of nowhere, just me trying to like build up my stamina and shit, and it was just getting worse. So I had to make another appointment. I actually went to the clinic that my mom works at, and they had to run some tests. They drew my blood. They even tested for COVID too. It came out negative. That's the second time it came out negative. And then they was like, okay, well, now we waiting on results. But 2 days later, I fall, and then I'm going back to the clinic again. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, why is all this happening to me out of nowhere? Like, I don't even know what it is at this point. But we go to the clinic again. We get more tests done, and it's a lot more tests done this time. I got a lot more shots. They gave me shots and everything. I had to take like a piss test or whatever because that was being abnormal. And it turned out that I had pneumonia. And I was like, what? I ain't even know what that was. I ain't know what pneumonia was. Like, I ain't never had no like life-threatening like health situations before in my life. So this is all new to me. I ain't know what was going on, but yeah, they was like, yeah, you got pneumonia. So they been like on me about like all my levels, my vitals, everything been low. They gave me this little device that tells you about your O2 levels, and he was like, well, if it's below 90, we gotta take it a step further. So that night, and this was the second week I had called out, you know what I'm saying? I was still gone. That night I couldn't sleep. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I called my mom to fix me some tea so I can go to sleep. And she checked my O2 levels. It was at like 86 or 87 or whatever. A few hours later, I'm on my way to the ER. Now, I ain't never been to the hospital before as a patient. Again, first time for everything, so I ain't know what was going on. I spent 5 days in the hospital, bro. First day I get there. First of all, on my way there, you know what I'm saying? I've been hearing things about death or whatever with this pneumonia shit. And I was like, bro, if it's really like that, like, why am I, like, I'm just so confused and I'm just shedding tears at the same time, bro. I was just trying to figure this shit out. I'm just like, what is going on with me? Like, why is my body going through this right now? Like, this ain't supposed to be for me. This is supposed to be for older people going through this shit. I'm 26, not 62. Like, come on now. But yeah. So first day I go there, I'm in the ER pretty much all day. They threw me on an oxygen tank, checking my blood. They checking for coronavirus, negative again. I don't know why they keep doing that, but it is what it is. That night, I got admitted, got into my first room, and that was that. So you know, they checked my vitals, made sure I ate something, and then the next day, they took me to the ICU, and they was like, yeah, it's getting bad. But they was kind of nervous because they was like, they trying to go through this procedure, but they want to do it safely. You know what I'm saying? They trying to do their thing. But I'm like, no, I can get through this. So we talking to the operator. He telling me how this thing finna go down. Breaking it down to me, telling me what I need to do and everything. I'm like, okay, cool, I got it. Signed the waiver, and we went in. They put me to sleep. They put a camera in my body, trying to look at my lungs and my spleen and all that. And it turned out pretty good. I did well in the procedure. I'm telling you, bro, I was praying whole time, bro. I don't even think I finished my prayer before I went to sleep. But yeah, so like I went through that. I felt them like washing my body, and they put like another needle in me, which I didn't feel that. But like once I woke up completely, I was still in the ICU for a few more hours, and then they moved me up to a different room, and I stayed in there for like 3 days. Most of the time, it was pretty big. It was a big room, but I was just like going through the motions and everything. Like I did not want to be there at all, and like I ain't gonna lie, I did post about it, and I did not know I scared this many people. Like everybody was worried, everybody was concerned, everybody didn't know where I was at, didn't know what was going on. Like this was strictly in my family household that was going on until I posted that, and then everybody was like, what's going on with HAYZE? Like, yo, is he good? Like, I need him, you know what I'm saying? I wanted some prayers. That's the real reason. Like, I needed some prayers. I was scared for real. Like, I did not want to go through this. But, you know, throughout the days, I still couldn't sleep either. But at the hospital, I was still getting hot. They had me on ice packs trying to go to sleep, man. But the beds was uncomfortable. I was literally trying to sleep in the chair with my legs kicked up, man. But they kept feeding me fluids, magnesium, all type of shit just to like bring my levels back up, man. It was just like crazy. Although I was doing good, but it's this thing called a autoimmune something. I don't know. It's some kind of virus, but it's like a variety of shit going on. So they, even to this day, they still don't know what's going on with my body, and they just trying to figure that out. And that's why they've been giving me all these tests and taking my blood and everything, because they just trying to figure out what's going on. There's so many factors to this thing, and it's so rare and uncommon for my age that, you know, I'm a complicated issue, complicated problem that they don't know what's going on for real. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. But like, they was like, if you want to get out of this hospital, basically we need you to walk without an oxygen tank, so you can go home without an oxygen tank. So that was the main goal. I really wanted to get out of there so bad. I'm thankful for the people that came to come visit me and was checking up on me every day and everything. And even for my family for being there, because I know they were staying the night over there. Sometimes they'll take shifts and everything. But yeah, that was the goal. And on my last day, what I did, they moved me to another room. I was by myself. This was towards the end anyway, so I had to do what I had to do. That next morning, I had got up. We did that test. I passed. Thank God. They prescribed me with a whole bunch of steroids and antibiotics to keep me stable, and they discharged my ass. So after I got discharged, me and my mom, we went to the clinic, get all my stuff. It was tough. It was tough, but I had to do what I had to do, man. I wasn't gonna let this stop me from living my life, even though it's gonna be different now because, you know, I'm not fully recovered, but I'm a lot better than I was before for sure. And so I still couldn't go to work after being discharged. You know, I had to still stay home, let me rejuvenate and get back right. And I was, you know, I kept building up my stamina. I kept walking, I kept moving, I kept, you know, going to the bathroom because I had all these fluids in me, having to go to the bathroom 2, 3, 4, 5 times at night. You know, whatever. I was sleeping better too now. After I got out the hospital, I was definitely sleeping good. Shit, what else happened? I mean, yeah, I started moving back on my own. I came back home, came back to my crib, and, you know, I cleaned up everything because I did leave it a mess, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was sick as a dog. I could not clean up nothing. So my house is back in order. I'm getting back in order. I just came from the studio the other day. I'm looking good. People saying I lost weight. I know it's a lot of changes, man. It's a lot of changes, man. So take care of yourself. This is a health lessons for me specifically. Definitely an eye-opener. I had friends that kind of helped me, give me some advice along the way. And we're going to keep it going, though. So I'm not letting this little thing just stop me. I'm glad I'm still alive. Thank God saved me again. And yeah, so the music's still going. YouTube's still going. Everything's still going. But I just want to let y'all know what was going on. I feel a lot better now. Like I said, I'm taking steroids and shit for now until they figure out this whole thing. And just bear with me. Things gonna be different. Just bear with me. But other than that, man, I'll see y'all in the next video, man. It's Lil Hayze on it.